At that moment, Mr. Chen receives a call and is informed that Chen Jun has been killed by Zhang Yue, our protagonist. After hanging up, Chen Jun's father shouts that his son, the guildmaster, is being attacked by other guild members, even though he is a major sponsor of Su Fountain. As he rises from his chair, CEO Su tries to calm him, but Mr. Chen warns that he will certainly seek revenge if anything happens to his son. He storms out of the room, slamming the door shut, while Su discusses Shu with his nieces, since they were the ones who recommended our boy to the guild. Defending our hero, Jinyan states that there must be some reason behind it if he really killed Chen Jun. Without listening to them, the CEO demands that Shu be brought back and forced to apologize to the Chen family. If he refuses, he will be expelled from Misty Rain Pavilion. Amidst their conversation, Su Jinyan receives a call from Shu, and she anxiously asks whether he really killed Chen Jun. Instead of answering, our protagonist resigns as a member of Misty Rain Pavilion. Hearing this, Jinyan becomes extremely anxious and insists she will find a way to prove his innocence, as she is sure about it, so he shouldn't just resign like this. But Shu cuts the call, assuring her not to worry about this matter anymore. He knows Chen Jun must be angry because he killed him earlier, which means Chen will definitely try to take his revenge, so it is better to leave Misty Rain Pavilion. As for the 50,000 needed for Zhao's medical expenses, Shu can get it by selling materials. To obtain such high-level materials, our protagonist must enter the third world as soon as possible. While walking through the town, Shu thinks about his remaining tasks. Surviving 2 more waves of zombies and clearing a dungeon, both required before he can face the Lord Monster of the second world. There are 3 dungeons in this world, though he only needs to clear 1. He is considering the death level dungeon, as it is the highest level and contains the best materials and equipment. With his current level, fighting level 20 monsters won't be a problem for our hero. At this moment, some men approach our boy, talking about him being the famous beast tamer. Although Shu is angry, he still politely asks them to let him go, but they start mocking him for being weak and afraid, even challenging him directly to kill them. Recognizing what they're up to, our protagonist questions them about how much Chen Jun is paying them for this. One of the men admits that President Chen Jun will reward each of them with 5,000 and a revival scroll, plus an extra 5,000 for anyone killed by Zhang Yue. Shu is actually amused by how much Chen is willing to pay for revenge. Additionally, it would be easy for him to kill them since they are only level 10, but it would make our boy into a red name. Becoming a red name means the player cannot log off, enter the safe zone, or activate the boss challenge until all sin points are cleared, which could trap them in this world indefinitely. Right at that moment, Liu Yao appears and offers $50,000 to anyone who kills Chen Jun. Everyone is shocked, wondering about Liu Yao's true identity. One of Brother Yao's men explains he is the eldest son of the Liu family, the richest in Linhai City. Upon learning this, everyone starts calling him Master Yao and becomes eager to go after Chen Jun instead. Turning towards Shu, President Yao asks if he was really kicked out of Misty Rain Pavilion and mentions that Chen Jun is bragging about it everywhere. Unbothered, our protagonist says Chen Jun is all talk. Liu Yao, seeing his chance, offers our hero a position in his pavilion, telling him he can set his own salary. Turning away, Shu expresses his disinterest in joining any guild for now and walks off. One of Yao's men is annoyed that our boy didn't even thank them for all the money spent on him, but Yao doesn't see it as a problem. Instead, he thinks it makes sense for Shu to reject any guild right now, having just been abandoned by the last one. According to Yao, the Misty Rain Pavilion members must be crazy to expel such a good player. As for our hero, he is sure Chen Jun will come for him again, even though he is no longer in Misty Rain Pavilion. The scene progresses, and Shu is finally standing before the level 15 dungeon called Dark Corpse Forest. He chose this dungeon because most players, driven by greed for better rewards, go for the highest level dungeon, while only a few pick the Dark Corpse Nest since it is the lowest level. Upon entering, he finds an old man, the NPC Mage Morn, standing there, who asks if our protagonist is ready to challenge the Dark Corpse Nest dungeon. Shu accepts immediately, so the mage hands him the entry token and wishes him good luck. Shu knows this token can be refined into a golden one, which upgrades the Corpse Nest dungeon into a hidden dungeon. However, the possibility of success is low and requires a lot of energy, so most players don't waste their time on it. Since our boy isn't like others, he is willing to try refining the token. Meanwhile, the men Chen Jun sent after Shu are not chasing him anymore, but are running for their lives. Seeing this, one of them suggests hiding somewhere, as he won't be able to use the revival scroll for the next 5 days. Chen Jun is now even more furious at our hero. At this moment, a notification appears in the sky stating that an anonymous player has opened the hidden dungeon, available for the next 2 hours, and all players are welcome to accept the challenge. Seeing this, Guildmaster Jun becomes extremely excited, recognizing it as a free revival, and orders his men to gather the other members and collect more equipment, then head to the hidden dungeon. Meanwhile, Brother Yao is also thrilled and orders all Supreme Guild members to move towards the dungeon. Meanwhile, our protagonist, killing all the zombies in his way, is progressing toward his target. To clear the dungeon without any issues, he must first defeat the dungeon's gatekeeper, a level 15 boss monster. Shulo attacks the boss monster repeatedly, causing it to become severely injured. Suddenly, a notification appears, announcing the entry of a huge number of challengers into the dungeon. From the very beginning, Shu was certain that Chen Jun and other people would show up, since this dungeon doesn't require any secret scroll. He thinks Su Jinyan and Liu Yao will probably come too, but Chen Jun is his only target, so our boy has no desire to involve anyone else in this fight. As the owner of the Golden Secret Decree, Shu has 3 chances to modify the rules of the dungeon, and now our hero is going to use one. Meanwhile, outside the dungeon, the opposition guilds are clashing with each other. Chen Jun, who is present, is being very clingy with Jinyan, which she clearly dislikes. Her main purpose for being here is to look for our protagonist. During this, new rules suddenly appear in front of everyone. The free revival scroll has been cancelled, and the new secret mission to clear the dungeon is to kill 500 zombies, a task that depends on the party's total kills. Seeing the new rules, Chen Jun gets extremely angry at whoever changed them, while one of his men suggests that it could be our hero who intentionally changed the rules, so Chen wouldn't be able to enter the dungeon. Chen Jun refuses to believe Xu Luo is the lucky person who managed to refine the golden secret, or that he would waste hundreds of thousands of alternate energy just for him. Su Jinyan, however, thinks the person could be Xu Luo, since the change feels very intentional. Still denying it, Chen Jun yells that the real reason for the rule change is fear that others might get the rewards before him. Trying to charm Su Jinyan, Guildmaster Chen declares he will still enter the dungeon and help her reach the end safely, but Jinyan replies that he should worry about himself instead. Making his way through the crowd, Chen heads toward the dungeon, when one of his guild members points out something shocking. Someone strong enough to kill the gatekeeper before them. It is Xu Luo, who is now sitting atop the dead body of the monster. Seeing him, Jinyan becomes extremely happy, while at the same time, Chen Jun is furious upon realizing the person who changed the rules is actually our protagonist. Jumping off the monster and walking toward them, Xu Luo challenges Jun to try killing him, since he's been desperate for it all this time. Chen Jun now realizes that this is all a trap set by Xu, meaning he must try to save himself from dying. Hiding behind his guild members, Chen warns Xu that he shouldn't do anything to him, since Su Chen, one of the major aristocrats, holds him in high regard. After that, Chen turns to Su Jinyan and tells her to use her power of imprisonment to control Zhang Yue, so they can kill him easily. But Su Jinyan refuses, saying everything happening now is a result of Chen's own actions. Left with no choice, Chen orders the other members to attack our boy, but they hesitate, since they're afraid to fight someone who managed to kill the boss monster alone. Chen then offers a reward of $5,000 to anyone who succeeds in killing Xu Luo. Hearing the offer, everyone agrees to go after our hero. As they rush toward him, Xu Luo walks toward them and kills every member of the pavilion one by one. Seeing our protagonist distracted by the others, Chen Jun orders his remaining members to go and defeat the boss. But just then, Xu's scorpions appear between them and the dungeon. One of the members steps forward, declaring he will kill the scorpion, but as soon as he attacks with his sword, it shatters against the scorpion's armor. At this point, members of Misty Pavilion start getting attacked by arrows, while someone shouts he will pay 20,000 wen to whoever kills Misty Pavilion members. No one can figure out who is behind this surprise attack. Just like that, war breaks out between both guilds as they barge towards each other, while Xu is just standing between them without any visible reaction on his face. Liu Yao, while assuring our hero not to worry about anything now, challenges the opposition guild to fight him instead. But as for our protagonist, he is rather disappointed at the sight of brother Yao and his guild members. Yelling at Yao, Chen Jun inquires about the reason behind their attack, since Chen himself doesn't hold any grudge against the Supreme Guild. Without telling the real reason, Liu declares he wanted to see whether Chen is richer than him, as he got the news earlier that the guild master of the Misty Rain Guild solves everything with his money. To a complete shock, Liu Yao even offers Chen Jun's own guild members a prize money of 1 million for killing him. Hearing such a high amount of money, all the members present there are having second thoughts, while Chen Jun, who is extremely scared now, blackmails them that if they do this, the whole Chen and Su family will go against them. At this moment, the ground trembles violently as a gigantic monster appears in front of them. Analyzing the monster, Xu Luo has realized that it is a berserk demon, because there is a chance that boss-level monsters turn into a berserk if their levels keep on decreasing, and the reason behind it is the arrows which Supreme Guild threw earlier, which made the undead but still injured demon to keep on decreasing its level. Soon after its appearance, the system announces that the monster has become a level 17, 3-star boss, which is a dark undead tyrant. Looking at the berserk monster, Liu Yao is visibly anxious and frightened. As soon as the undead tyrant makes the first attack, another notification pops up, notifying all the class shifters that due to this sudden change, the exit of the secret realm has opened too, which means they're allowed to pass through it. As for Chen Jun, he is rather excited, and here he attacks the berserk monster on the side where Liu Yao is standing, in order to teach him a lesson. Chen's plan really succeeds, and the monster's attention diverges towards Brother Yao. As Brother Yao calls for help, our hero sends his pet scorpion to save him. Due to the monster's upgrade, Xu Luo is sure that his scorpion will probably lose a lot of health. Meanwhile, Chen Jun, while walking towards the exit, challenges them that they might have to wait at least 10,000 years to kill him. As Chen Jun walks out the exit, Xu Luo wants to go behind him, but leaving Brother Yao behind will result in his death by the hands of a monster. After thinking for a while, Xu Luo jumps in front of Liu Yao and uses his ice cone skill on it, making the Lord Demon get stuck within the ice. After this, he drags Yao out of there while the monster breaks out of the ice and attacks them, but they succeed in dodging it. Since the demon is a level 17 boss monster, it is rather difficult for our protagonist to do any damage on it. Thus the only option left now is fighting the monster himself. Soon after, Xu Luo makes the fire missile attack, and as for Brother Yao, he is ordering his men to help our protagonist, but they're too afraid to fight the monster. Meanwhile, due to fast speed, the boss demon has injured our hero's shoulder. At this point, our boy has realized that his enemy is quite powerful, so he must have to do something. The boss demon is about to attack Xu Luo, while he is lying on the floor when Su Jinyan appears in the scene and uses her confining skills on it, declaring she will be Luo's support, while he will attack the monster. Now both are working together, which is quite visible as the monster is showing visible damages on it. Everyone present there is in utter disbelief, seeing them fighting the 3-star boss monster. Just at the sight of Jinyan, Liu Yao recognizes her, about her being the heir of the Su family, a confining mage. But no matter what, Brother Yao is sure that our hero is the only person capable of slaying the demon. Thinking about himself as a teammate with our protagonist, Brother Yao confidently claims they would have killed the star boss 1,000,000 times. Now he is even more desperate to make not only Shu Luo but Su Jinyan too, to join his supreme guild. Unlike him, the guild members suggest Yao to quit this thinking since both of them are far beyond their guild. On the other hand, our hero along with Su Jinyan is constantly trying to defeat. After struggling for a while, the boss's health finally decreases, giving them a chance to make their final attack. Out of nowhere, Shulo announces his identity, that he is the anonymous player. First, Su Jinyan shows disappointment, and after thinking for a while, she brutally attacks the boss demon with a flaming light and kills it in an instant, resulting in the increase of levels of all the class shifters present there. Moving on, the system congratulates Su Jinyan for clearing the secret realm. Moreover, she receives a level 15 realm scroll too. Seeing it, the members of Supreme Guild present there start to celebrate while Liu Yao is trying to hug our hero as a gratitude for saving his life. But Shu Luo pushes him aside, blaming him for the reason behind Chen Jun getting safely out of here. Moreover, our boy is sure that Brother Yao will cause a lot of problems in the coming future. Hearing this, Liu Yao offers him $1 million as a compensation, which makes our boy even angrier. Thus he asks him if he has anything else to give other than money. With confidence and pride on his face, Yao declares he has the resolution to make the strongest guild with strong users in it. This is the main reason. He is asking our hero to join his guild again and again. Moreover, he can provide him with medicines of any type for a lifetime, since his father owns a big medicine company. Instead of accepting the offer, Shulo asks him to leave. As our boy turns around, Liu Yao, even though disappointed, keeps on saying that they have connections with the best blacksmith family in the Dragon Kingdom, the Su family, and the Mage family. Upon hearing about the Su family, our protagonist interrupts him in order to know about the information of the Su family. Liu Yao claims his father and head of the Su family are old friends, which means they can have any equipment of their choice. Shulo begins doing some analysis, since he knows the items of blacksmiths are better than the ones he buys. Liu Yao, while acting like a loyal puppy, further states it's okay with him if he doesn't want to join their guild, but he will still help him get the equipment whenever he needs them. After sealing the deal with Brother Yao, our hero and Su Jinyan are walking towards the exit, while Yao and his members are waving at him. Back in the safe zone, some men are gossiping about Su Jinyan and her strength as an epic class member. They're praising her too. Chen Jun, sitting behind them, starts to brag about Su Jinyan being their guild member. After this, one of his men reports, Su Jinyan has killed the boss demon, which means Shu Lo survived too. After knowing about it, Chen Jun is even more desperate to kill our boy. His man adds, it is rather tough for them to kill him since he is way ahead in strength. Moreover, the Supreme Guild is supporting him too. But then something sparks Chen Jun's eyes. As he stands up saying he can find someone else to finish off his enemy, he knows some level 30 old users stuck in the third world who can definitely help him. Now all they have to do is wait for Shu Luo to enter the third world. The scene changes to our hero and Su Jinyan. She is worried about whether he treats her as an enemy too, since Chen Jun is behind his life. Walking in front of her, Shu Luo turns his eyes, assuring he sees Chen Jun as his only enemy, no one else. But if the Misty Pavilion helps him, he won't hesitate to fight them too. Hearing this, Su Jinyan assures him they won't do this. Moreover, she also dislikes Chen Jun. After this, Su Jinyan offers all the equipment she got earlier to our hero, since she only made the last attack. Shulo accepts it, thinking it can help him increase his health and other skills too. Soon another notification in the sky pops up, about another wave of level 15 zombies in Norden University. Seeing the news, both get very excited since it is the last mission to enter the third world. With a visible anxiety on her face, Su Jinyan suggests they should prepare for it prior to the fight. At this moment, Lin appears in the scene, running in front of Su Jinyan towards our boy, begging for his forgiveness since she has realized her mistake. Shu Luo can't seem to understand the propaganda behind this act of Lin's. Acting all scared and frightened, she claims Liu Yao has abandoned her. Meanwhile, Su Jinyan, who is visibly jealous, asks Lin why she is trying to come back into our hero's life after having completely abandoned him before. Ignoring her, Lin tries to manipulate Shu, saying that even though she looked down on him earlier, he can't deny that every woman wants her man to be rich. Speaking of the present, Shu Luo has now reached quite a high place, which means they could start their life together again. At this moment, a subtle smile appears on our protagonist's face, something Jinyan doesn't like at all. Just then, they hear the roar of zombies, signaling that the horde is approaching. Hearing this, Lin yells that it means they must start fighting now, while Shu simply tells her to stop talking. Meanwhile, Su Jinyan is already prepared to face the danger coming toward them. Glancing at Lin out of the corner of his eye, our boy suggests she leave since he doesn't want her in his life anymore. Out of curiosity and disbelief, she questions his sudden change because she's sure that the old Zhang Yue would never speak to her like that. On the other side, Su Jinyan is fighting off the zombies, but due to their overwhelming numbers, it's difficult for her to handle them alone. As a result, she asks for our protagonist's help, and Shu Luo responds by sending his pet scorpion to cover Su Jinyan. While he is also fighting zombies, he soon hears Lin calling for his help as the zombies close in on her. Out of sympathy, Su Jinyan is ready to help Lin. but our hero stops her, saying this outcome was coming for Lin, and they shouldn't intervene now. Slowly and gradually, the zombies begin to devour her. They notice that Lin must not have any revival scrolls, as she doesn't use one. After a few seconds, the zombies completely consume Lin, so our boy suggests they continue their mission, though deep down he is reminiscing about his past with her since he possesses all of Zhang Yue's memories. The zombie wave has reached Norden City, which means both he and Su Jinyan must hide and wait until it passes. Right now, Shulo is thinking about the secret passage, which is his last mission, so he suggests Su Jinyan restore her strength, but she worries about him. Here, our protagonist enters a portal, saying he has other work to complete before moving forward. Even though Su Jinyan wants to go with him, he doesn't listen to her. After some time, our hero finds himself standing before another secret realm, the undead hospital, which he must complete. As soon as he enters the hospital, he also summons his armored scorpion pet. As the scene progresses, our boy finally succeeds in completing the second world mission, along with his pet, resulting in his level increasing to 19. Now the only thing left is to fight the boss demon to clear the second world. He also gives plenty of energy points to his scorpion, helping it reach legendary grade. Within this realm, Shu has found a lot of useful equipment, and now has to return to fight the last horde of zombies. At this point, he receives a message from Su Jinyan, asking if he wants to fight the boss demon since the zombie wave is gone, while brother Yao also texts, explaining the boss demon is level 20, 3-star. Shu is certain Su Jinyan can help him a lot, but he can't leave Liu Yao behind, since he helped him out before. Therefore, our protagonist texts both of them to meet at the undead emperor's door within 15 minutes, and both agree. Outside Norden City, all of them are meeting according to their deal, but Liu Yao has brought all of his guild members, which Su Jinyan doesn't find very reliable. Laughing it off, brother Yao claims that even though their boss, he is referring to Shu Luo, can kill the boss demon alone, they must all be prepared just in case. With no other choice, our hero agrees to this plan. At this point, a notification pops up, asking if everyone is ready to challenge the final boss. As soon as our protagonist clicks the agree button, a portal opens before them. Shulo and Su Jinyan walk in front, and Liu Yao orders his men to follow. Now all of them pass through the portal and arrive on the other side, ready to face the boss demon, which is a level 20, 3-star undead emperor. Seeing such a gigantic monster, especially compared to the first world boss boar, everyone becomes very frightened. They aren't confident about surviving against such a powerful opponent. Meanwhile, Shu, standing at the front, suggests they keep their distance from the boss monster. After this, he summons his pet scorpion and gets ready to challenge the enemy. In the first secret realm of the second world, they received a lot of experience points and pet eggs, which means the boss and scorpion's levels are now quite close. Suddenly, the boss zombie, who is able to speak, challenges them, saying he will give them a taste of death. Now the real fight officially begins. As the armored titan attacks the boss, our boy also unleashes a super fireball spell. Fighting the boss monster is no longer an impossible task thanks to his new equipment and recent upgrades. The boss demon then strikes his hand into the ground, splitting it into two as tentacles emerge. Everyone runs for their lives while the scorpion and boss monster clash. Soon, the armored scorpion becomes severely injured, prompting Liu Yao and several members to try healing it. In fact, they succeed in healing it. As the monster is about to attack our protagonist, the pet scorpion jumps between them while Su Jinyan attacks the boss with her controlling powers, making it even angrier. Afterward, she yells at our hero to do something since she won't be able to hold the enemy for long, while the boss demon calls them dirty and disgusting. Lost in thought for a moment, Shulo finally snaps back, calling the boss a weakling. Then he attacks the monster with all his power, causing the enemy to lose half its health. Now he prepares for the final blow, and as soon as he launches his last attack, the boss dies instantly and crashes to the ground. Seeing this, both Su Jinyan and Liu Yao praise our boy, while a notification pops up announcing that the boss emperor is being punished by heaven and earth. All of a sudden, the boss emperor wakes up again, yelling at our hero and all of humanity, declaring he is going to send everyone to hell with him. Hugging Shu's leg, brother Yao is begging him to do something, otherwise he will die here since he can't use resurrection scrolls. The entire place is collapsing into several pieces, with lava surging toward the edge. Moreover, the portal to the next world is far away, and to reach it, they must jump above the lava. After thinking for a while, Shulo grabs Yao by the collar and Jinyan by her waist, making her a bit awkward without explaining anything, then calls out to his pet scorpion and throws both of them toward it. After that, he orders his pet to throw them toward the portal. Yao and Jinyan are terrified, unable to understand why our protagonist is doing this. But as soon as the scorpion launches them, they pass through the exit and land on the other side of the portal, while Su Jinyan is worrying about Shu, who is still on the opposite side and the portal is closing. Turning to our boy and his scorpion, both are now preparing to exit the second world. As soon as the scorpion throws him toward the exit, he summons it as well, but the portal is barely open. As he gets close to the portal, lava splashes up in front of him, jarring his momentum, which he tries to halt with his weapon. On the other side of the portal, both Su Jinyan and Liu Yao are anxiously watching and praying for Shu Luo since the portal is almost closed. Just as the portal shuts, our hero jumps through it, and upon seeing him, Liu Yao and Su Jinyan become extremely excited and rush to him, asking if he is all right. He assures them that he is fine except for a few injuries from the explosion. Then the system congratulates User 0, Su Jinyan, and Supreme Starburst on completing the second world. With this news, Brother Yao is overjoyed and promises to give Shu 1 million yuan as thanks for his help. Now our protagonist is heading home for some rest when Jinyan calls out to him from behind. She reports that Chen Jun has left the Misty Pavilion, which means he will definitely try to find other ways to kill Xu Luo. As our boy leaves, Liu Yao immediately starts offering Su Jinyan a chance to team up so they can help each other in this world, but she turns him down. Not taking it personally, Brother Yao says they can always work together if they meet again. For Su Jinyan, she has already come to consider Yao a friend as well. Now the third world, approaching death. Brother Yao and his team members are emerging from the grave pits, which seem to be part of the safe zone's activity. Yao suggests they should keep leveling up to become the first guild to enter Jining province. But suddenly someone crushes Liu Yao's hand under their foot. As he screams in pain and yells at the attacker, the person standing before him asks if Liu Yao is president of the Supreme Guild and demands he bring the boy named Zhang Yue to him. Getting up, Yao jabs a finger into the man's chest, declaring that he isn't so special that Yao would just take Xu Luo to him. One of his guild members suggests calling our hero, since these seem like old-class users. True to his loyalty, Yao refuses. The man then draws his weapon, threatening to kill Yao unless he brings Luo to them. The man stabs Brother Yao right in the chest, but nothing happens to him, leaving everyone in complete shock. Now they are wondering how Brother Yao and his members managed to pass the second world when they are not even at level 20. The real reason Yao isn't hurt by the attack is that if someone with a difference of at least 10 levels attacks them, they are protected. Meanwhile, one of his men suggests he should try to run away, but it seems like escaping will not be possible. Soon after, the thug's men start beating them, which is possible since they are level 25 class shifters. After some time, as the fight slows down, Brother Yao is sitting on the ground while one of his men reports that the thugs are a mercenary group who prey on other groups and take their bounties as well. Since they are very scared, the thug asks Yao again to call our protagonist, threatening to kill him otherwise. Switching to the real world, Xu Luo is talking with the staff at the hospital while sitting on the bed in his room. The staff assures him that they have received the treatment fees for his brother and promise to take good care of him. After expressing his appreciation for their kindness, he ends the call. Now, our boy is reading a text from Liu Yao, who has sent him a large sum of money to help. Seeing the message, Xu Luo thinks the problem of hospital expenses is solved, so he doesn't need to worry any longer. Soon after, he receives another call, this time from a member of the Supreme Guild, who is loudly begging our hero to save their president, Liu Yao. Returning to the alternate world, Yao and one of his men are sitting on the ground with their heads bowed. The men sent by Chen Jun are standing all around, waiting for our protagonist. One of them reports to the boss that someone is approaching. It is none other than Xu Luo, who walks toward them and orders the release of Liu Yao and his men. Looking at him, the boss says he has been paid a huge amount to kill Xu, which means someone will have to die today. Upon hearing this, Brother Yao starts offering them 100 million individually. One of the thugs starts having second thoughts, but the boss yells for him to choose between life or money, explaining that Mr. Gu, who gave them the mission, will likely kill them if they fail. They continue to look down on our boy, thinking he is only a beast tamer. Moving onward, one of them dashes toward Xu Luo to attack, but our hero freezes him in ice with his skill. Seeing this, another man comes forward to attack, but our protagonist uses his fire skill and kills him. The boss cannot believe a low level is killing level 25 warriors so easily. Taking matters into his own hands, he attacks our hero from behind and manages to injure Xu Luo. Seeing this, the man becomes very excited and rushes at our boy again, preparing another attack. By now, Xu Luo realizes that, as a level 30 assassin, the man is extremely fast, so he summons his armored scorpion pet. However, the enemy's speed is so high that the scorpion doesn't have enough time to attack before the assassin rushes towards Xu. Realizing there is no way to dodge, our protagonist braces himself. At this moment, Su Jinyan appears and uses her confining flaming light on the man, while Xu is also ready to strike. Right after, our hero counters with his fireball skill. The man, shocked to be damaged by a level 20 beast tamer, cannot believe it, especially since he is not only a level 30 assassin, but is also wearing gold armor. After killing him, our hero expresses his gratitude to Su Jinyan for appearing and helping him whenever he is in need. Without explaining the real cause behind it, Su Jinyan claims they are connected by fate, though she is actually tracking Xu Luo by monitoring his online status. Brother Yao and his members all apologize for the inconvenience, since everything happened because of them. Telling them not to worry about it, our protagonist explains that the attackers were actually after him. As for Su Jinyan, she suspects that the person behind all this is Chen Jun, because he has been acting suspicious lately. Now they're trying to figure things out, so our boy shifts the topic to their enemies' identities. Brother Yao explains that they're an assassin mercenary group, a small organization created 10 years ago. Jinyan further explains there are more than 50 assassins in the group, but none have reached above level 30. Hearing this, Yao wonders why, after 10 years in this world, they are only level 30. To clarify, Xu Luo explains that a second job is required to surpass level 30. Without it, no one can break through that barrier. Upon hearing this, a member of the Supreme Guild shouts that it means these assassins have been living in the world for 10 years, robbing equipment from others, which is obvious by looking at their gold attributes. Unlike the others, Brother Yao struggles to believe it, since he offered them money too. And if they were really after money, they would have accepted it. Therefore, our protagonist suggests that it seems like the assassins are being forced by someone, which means they will probably attack again. Yao warns that they should do something, because next time, they may not be lucky enough to win against the level 30 players. At this point, Xu Luo asks if Yao can really help him craft equipment from the Xiao family, since they have close ties. As Liu Yao asks what type of equipment he needs, our hero explains that any equipment under level 20 is fine, but it must have the Heart of Demon effect. As he walks away from them, Yao wonders about the significance of this equipment. Shulo claims that their survival in this world depends on it. Back in the real world, Chen Jun is yelling at the assassin for losing to the beast tamer. The man is Shashu Peiqi, leader of the mercenary group, who assures Chen Jun that he himself will go and kill their enemy. Chen Jun warns him not to repeat his teammates' mistakes. Meanwhile, our hero is refining his strength while thinking about the mercenary group, knowing he is not capable of fighting them head-on. For the third world's missions, Death Caesar is raising the tomb defense from 300 to 2,000 and the completion of one task with a difficulty above 300. After this, they can challenge the boss monster. Additionally, the Death Caesar attacks every night at midnight for 10 minutes, and if any player fails to return to their tomb, or if their tomb's defense drops to 0, they will be killed instantly. This means even assassins must go back to their tombs, and this is Shu's only chance to fight them. For now, our boy is waiting for Liu Yao's message about the equipment. Soon after, Brother Yao sends him a text confirming the equipment is ready. After walking for a while, Shu Luo has finally found Gravekeeper Lifa, who seems very frightened of the Death Caesar. Shu Luo approaches him and asks whether he needs some help. Seeing the adventurer, Lifa gives our boy a mission to go to the City of Death, in the east of the Holy Light Cemetery, and wipe out the skeleton army present there. The skeleton army is one of the main forces of the Death Caesar. As long as someone kills them, the ruler of death will definitely wake up. This is what our hero has been wanting to happen, so he agrees to take the mission. After this, the Gravekeeper wishes him good luck. This mission involves 300 skeleton warriors, 300 skeleton archers, 300 skeleton mages, and 300 skeletons, and the time to complete this mission is 3 days. Even though it's considered a normal mission according to the third world, in front of the undead catastrophe of the second world, it is rather difficult to complete. Moreover, during the mission, if someone leaves the Holy Light Cemetery, it means they're choosing their own death. After some time, Shu is fighting the Death Caesar, and due to this fight, our hero's cemetery has only 121 remaining defense points. Now, our protagonist is using the equipment made from darkness, devil's eyes, and the heart of demon, and because of this, he manages to resist the damage being caused by the ruler of death. The staff made with the material of the heart of the demon is a perfect piece of equipment during the fight against Death Caesar. It is because, without it, your health or strength doesn't matter. If someone is within its range, the person will die gradually. But the heart of the demon provides immunity against the demon. In his previous life, Shu Luo discovered this by chance, when he was in the fourth world, that such equipment can only be made by a skilled craftsman. Even though he had this equipment in his last life too, compared to this one, the last one wasn't nearly as reliable. Now he's going somewhere else. Meanwhile, in the tombstone, Brother Yao seems very afraid of the Death Caesar, while one of his men is worrying about raising their level, because otherwise, their tomb's defense will instantly drop to 0, resulting in their death. Here, Chen Jun appears in the scene, mocking Yao for not leaving the safe zone. One of Jun's members also suggests increasing their level, but Chen Jun gets furious at him, saying their only mission is finding our hero, and they should focus on that. The man claims to be acting on his mission and also warns Chen Jun not to harm Qi, otherwise he will regret it. Chen Jun states it depends on his obedience. If he succeeds in his mission, he will get his daughter back. This shows Chen Jun is blackmailing them. Walking away from Liu Yao, they suggest he should tell them the whereabouts of Shu Luo, otherwise he'll get killed either by them or by the ruler of death, because no one will come to save him. As anger takes over his face, he completely despises Chen Jun, who looks down at the lower-ranked players. Su Jinyan comes running into the scene, asking about Shu Luo. One of the men claims he is missing after taking the equipment from Yao, but then a thought hits all of their minds. Now they are thinking that Shu Luo used them to get the equipment so he could fight the demon with it, and now he has run away, leaving them behind to fight the assassin group and die in the Holy Light Cemetery. Unlike the others, Liu Yao isn't doubting our protagonist, since he believes in him. In this instance, Liu Yao receives a message from Shu, who is asking for help. Yao starts bragging about it, while Su Jinyan is becoming jealous at the idea of him getting help from Liu Yao instead of her. Now she feels she must do something to make him realize she is better than Brother Yao. After this, Liu reports everything to our hero, explaining that Chen Jun has entered the third world, along with 10 high-level assassins, and that he is blackmailing them to complete his mission, as he has kidnapped the daughter of the highest-ranked person. After this, he questions our boy about his location. Shu, without any hesitation, tells him he is in the City of Death. After some time, while walking in the City of Death, Su Jinyan claims it won't be easy for them to fight the monsters here, as most of them are between the levels of 25 and 28. At this moment, a hand emerges from the ground, which startles Su Jinyan, causing her to scream. As the monster is about to attack her, out of nowhere, someone freezes it using the ice cone technique. Then a hand reaches out to hold her. It is Shu Luo. While holding Jinyan by her waist, our hero is trying to kill the monster, and Su Jinyan is feeling shy due to this, since Shu Luo has saved her again, just like in the first world. On the other hand, in the safe zone, some men are gossiping about Chen Jun and their own leader who helped Jun clear the second world. One of them can't figure out the reason behind it, while the other claims that as long as someone gives him money, he will do anything for them. The assassin whose daughter is being held by Chen Jun is resolute to give a brutal death to our boy. Here he sees someone with a cloak over his head running away. He tries to catch him but fails, so he lets him go, thinking no matter what, he will die anyway. After some time, the man approaches Liu Yao and reports to him about the assassins, saying they're looking for someone named Zhang Yue and want to kill him inside the graveyard. Shaking hands with that player, Liu Yao assures him about the money, then orders him not to tell anyone about their deal. After thanking Liu Yao, the man goes away. Meanwhile, one of the Supreme Guild members claims Xu Luo is just using them and they should inform the mercenaries and get rid of them. But Brother Yao insists he isn't using anyone, but rather wants them to return to the safe zone. Again, the member says he won't be able to fight the high-level mercenaries alone, but in complete anger, Liu Yao tells the man to stay quiet. In fact, he completely believes in our hero, unlike the others. The scene shifts to the City of Death. While standing together, Su Jinyan thanks our protagonist and also asks about his leveling up. In response, he claims he has only managed to increase 1 level, which is rather slow. Shocked, Jinyan wonders how that could be slow, since she hasn't seen him for a couple of days, and he has already increased his level. Meanwhile, our hero is strategizing about how to survive against the ruler of death. This is because the defense of the graveyard can only withstand 3 attacks, clearly indicating that if people don't get killed by the killer mercenaries, they'll be killed by the god of death within 2 days. After thinking for a while, he asks Su Jinyan about potions, explaining that he needs them urgently, but will definitely pay her 120% of their value. Checking her inventory, Su Jinyan gives him 6 vessels of different potions, all prepared by her sister. While handing him the potions, Jinyan realizes he is trying to increase his strength for the fight against the assassins. But our hero explains he needs them to boost his power even more than the mercenaries, lasting at least 3 days. Since humans have some limits in the alternate world, Su Jinyan worries about him, but Shu claims he must go through with it. Seeing his determination, she offers to help, but our protagonist doesn't want her to get involved in the fight since the monsters are very dangerous. Showing him new equipment, she claims that with it, she won't fall behind. With a nervous laugh, our boy finally agrees to let her join. Now, he discusses making a new strategy, because he actually wants to keep her safe, while Su Jinyan is very excited to fight alongside her crush. This mission will also last for 3 days, and with their current progress, they'll have to work hard to increase their levels and upgrade the equipment. From his past life, Shulo also remembers the level 25 secret realm called Skeleton Island. This realm can help him level up. Getting the secret realm scroll as a reward and completing the mission is enough for leveling up. As for Su Jinyan, she is eager to help him complete the mission. As they accept the challenge, as always, a portal appears before them. Entering the portal, they find themselves on Skeleton Island, where an NPC mage named Lao Rue stands before them. Like any mage, he asks our hero if he is here to fight the monsters, and when Shu agrees, Lao Rue hands him a token and wishes him luck so he doesn't get killed by a monster. Upon accepting the token, a notification pops up, stating that after killing every skeleton monster, he will get 10 refining chances, each costing at least 20 alternate energy, and may also receive a gold mission. Seeing his expression, Su Jinyan asks about the reason for his stress. Our protagonist answers that the secret realm has a chance to refine to the gold order, but it requires a lot of time. Hearing this, Su Jinyan gets worried too, since refining takes a lot of alternate energy, which most ordinary people don't have. Glancing at her, our boy brags that he will never lack alternate energy. Now, they move forward to complete the mission while battling monsters. After fighting plenty of demons, the order hasn't changed yet, but Su Jinyan appears tired. After struggling for some more time, he finally succeeds in refining it to the gold order. Now, he must level up within 2 hours, or the order will disappear again. As for our protagonist, he is more than ready to increase his level. Looking at the golden order, Luo claims they got it because, unlike others, they're quite lucky. Su Jinyan, on the other hand, thinks their success is due to his unlimited alternate energy. Now, they're getting ready to fight the Death God, which looks like it could arrive at any moment. Since the Golden Order has a 2-hour retention time, they must go back to the secret realm first, because they can find some high-level dungeons there, which will definitely help them fight the enemies. But first, using the Golden Order, Shu Luo upgrades Skull Island into a hidden secret realm. Their mission is to kill 40 skeleton warriors and the Guardian, who is the skeleton general Hera. Soon, the portal opens up in front of them, and the Guardian, a level 26 physical-type Lord Monster riding a horse, appears in front of them with other skeleton monsters behind him. The Lord Monster orders his army to wipe out anyone who enters their territory. Seeing this, our hero suggests luring the skeleton squad away because it won't be easy for them to fight against these high-level monsters directly. As planned, Shu Luo and Su Jinyan run from the skeleton army while they're being chased. Here, our protagonist asks her how many people she can control at one time, but Su Jinyan clearly has no idea since she never checked it before. Therefore, our hero suggests she hide somewhere and control as many monsters as she can, after which killing them will get easier. Moving on, he is standing in front of the skeleton army, and as soon as they dash toward our hero, he yells at Su Jinyan to make her move now. Now she is controlling them while our protagonist successfully kills them using fire. Seeing his army getting killed by a human, the Lord Monster becomes very furious. Taking matters into his own hands, he is ready to fight with Shu Luo and Jinyan. Looking at the stats of the Lord Monster, our boy is stressing out since he has nothing in front of it. On the other hand, Su Jinyan's energy has decreased to a great extent due to multi-control. The Lord Monster is about to cut off our hero's body with his spear when Su Jinyan finally uses her controlling powers. Seeing it as his only chance, Shu Luo attacks the demon with all his power, and, as a result, it receives a high amount of damage. Looking at the monster, Jinyan praises our boy while he asks her to help him with something. On the other side, the Lord Monster is again trying to stand up. Scenes shift toward Chen Jun, who who is standing in front of the portal of the secret realm, and his guild members are asking the reason behind it. He answers that since the rules have changed after the activation of the realm, he is trying to block outsiders from entering it. The reason is that he wants to find out the person who activated the secret realm. Moreover, Chen Jun orders his men to kill whoever gets out of the portal. Here, the announcement about the first person who cleared the secret realm pops up, which is no one else but Su Jinyan. Seeing Jinyan walking out of the exit, Chen Jun gets very excited and questions whether she is the one who activated it. As she agrees to it, Chen Jun yells about closing the entrance because he would have helped her. She answers that she doesn't want anyone's help and, in fact, wants to keep all the rewards to herself. As she is about to walk away, one of the killer mercenaries stops her, stating that the person who actually activates the hidden secret realm, after clearing it, doesn't receive the bounty scroll as a reward. It means she didn't enter the realm alone. Seeing them suspecting her, Su Jinyan gets extremely scared. After making up the story, Su Jinyan explains that it was actually her best friend who opened the secret realm, while she simply cleared it before her friend could. The assassin, still doubting her, questions her about this friend. Su Jinyan replies that her friend is gone, and while acting a bit annoyed and angry, she yells at Chen Jun for letting his men interrogate her right in front of him. Nervously, he suggests she shouldn't bother him since he knows nothing about her. As she walks away from them, Jun asks her out for a meal, but Jinyan rejects him, telling him not to follow her anymore. After she's gone, Chen Jun questions the man whether he is sure about Shu Luo still being in the safe zone and not in the secret realm. Furthermore, Chen Jun's guild members saw our protagonist trying to leave, but he couldn't succeed due to the guards posted at the entrance. Since tonight is the last night, Jun emphasizes that Shu Luo must not get out until midnight. After that, the defense of his tomb will drop to 0, which means he will surely die. Moreover, Jun even praises our hero and Liu Yao. After walking for a while, Su Jinyan finally reaches the woods and calls for our boy. At that moment, our protagonist steps out from behind a huge stone. Seeing him, she immediately starts talking, admitting that after getting out of the exit, she was really afraid Chen Jun might spot him. She also questions Shu Lo about whether he knew Chen Jun and the killer mercenaries would be waiting outside the portal. Shu Lo explains that he hired very strong assassins, so it was clear Chen Jun would come to see who got the rewards, and even try to take them if he could. Jinyan finally understands why our hero asked her for a favor earlier in the secret realm, which was to have Su Jinyan deliver the last attack on the monster, so his identity wouldn't be revealed in front of others. Here, our boy apologizes for using her but explains he didn't want any drama after his identity was revealed. Hearing this, Su Jinyan reassures him not to worry and says she's actually happy to help. Now they take a break for a moment. At the same time, they begin checking out the rewards. The first one is a super magic shield. The only problem left is getting back into the holy cemetery without being noticed by Chen Jun. After this, they can officially reach level 25. Su Jinyan suggests using her sister's connections to help since the enemy is at level 30, so their current strength won't be enough. However, our hero gently puts his hand on her head and assures her to stop worrying about it. Jinyan becomes very shy and excited. In her excitement, she shows the bounty scroll she got earlier and asks if they should open it now. Regarding the tasks in the alternate world, they're divided into 3 types: regular, hidden, and bounty quests. Hidden quests are rare, and although bounty quests have the highest uncertainty, their rewards aren't as impressive as those from hidden quests. Additionally, their potion consumption has increased greatly in the past few days, meaning they have a chance to earn more money. As they open the bounty quest, a monster appears. They're still confused when the system congratulates them on obtaining a level 28 Golden Shelton King monster and asks if they want to upgrade the completed task. Since Su Jinyan is unsure about this, Luo explains that choosing to upgrade the quest means giving up the current rewards, and if they fail, all their efforts will have been in vain. Our boy is deep in thought, admitting he might have chosen to upgrade, but he doesn't want to risk being exposed to Chen Jun after all they've been through. Jinyan, unlike him, insists they should seize this rare opportunity before Chen Jun learns about it. Agreeing with her, Shu Lo decides to accept, and soon a notification announces the upgrade of the hidden quest to hunt the Shelton King. They have 1 hour to complete the mission. Looking at the reward category, Su Jinyan is quite excited, but our hero feels it will be difficult to complete the mission since there are only 2 of them. Suddenly they hear whispers about the boss monster spawning. Quickly, Shu Luo puts his hand on Su Jinyan's face and hides both of them behind a gigantic rock. Meanwhile, Chen Jun is approaching the monster, hoping for plenty of rewards. When he sees the monster, a level 28 king demon, Chen Jun is very frightened, but he orders the killer mercenaries to attack and wear it down, reserving the final blow for himself. Watching the king monster, the leader of the mercenaries explains the plan to his team. Afterwards, he charges at the demon, and following their strategy, they attack one by one. Meanwhile, Su Jinyan and our boy, still hidden behind the rock, observe the fight silently. Here, Su Jinyan wonders if our hero is waiting for them to drain the monster's stamina. In response, Shu Lo uses the idiom, "The mantis stalks the cicada," unaware of the oriole behind, grinning as he does so. Seeing the mercenaries fighting the Lord Monster, Su Jinyan genuinely thinks they're quite strong, while our boy analyzes the unified efforts they're making in fighting the monster, which seem quite effective to him. At this point, the leader of the mercenaries senses something odd happening around them, and discusses it with one of his members. Behind them, Chen Jun is repeatedly threatening and yelling at the assassins to defeat the monster. Trying to turn their leader against Chen Jun, one of the assassins' members talks to the leader about Chen Jun. This plan actually works, and the leader becomes very furious with Jun. As they stand near the rock behind which Xu Luo and Su Jinyan are hiding, in a fit of anger, the leader attacks the rock, breaking it into pieces and exposing both of them. Calmly, our protagonist steps forward, though he hadn't expected to get exposed to them like this. Now standing face to face, the assassin leader challenges Xu Luo to a fight, believing that he is underestimating them. Chen Jun, shocked by seeing our boy, yells out, demanding to know what he is doing there since, according to him, Xu should be stuck in the safe zone. What is even more shocking is that Su Jinyan is also with our hero, but Jinyan tells Chen Jun he should worry about himself instead of her. Hearing this, Chen Jun becomes extremely furious and orders the mercenaries to act according to their deal. The leader then orders his men to gather all other group members present in the safe zone. Our hero and the leader are now ready for a battle. Soon the assassin dashes toward our protagonist with impressive speed, and seeing him coming, Xu Luo pushes Jinyan aside and takes the attack himself, falling to the ground. At this point, the mercenary declares that he will kill Xu Luo with his own hands while our boy is still lying on the floor. But then Su Jinyan attacks, saying she will never let anyone harm Xu Luo. While she is controlling the mercenary, our protagonist uses 3 magics simultaneously on him, leaving the leader assassin pretty injured. On the other side, the Lord Monster is getting out of control, and the assassins are unable to manage him, so they start yelling for help. Looking at our hero and Su Jinyan out of the corner of his eye, the leader dashes toward the monster, while our boy is thinking of a way he can get a chance to kill the monster, so he suggests killing the boss monster first. Back in the safe zone, Liu Yao and his group members are trying to think of a way to survive. One of them suggests that they should have handed over Xu Luo to the assassin group, while everyone else just sits there quietly, even Liu. After a while, they see the mercenaries leaving the safe zone and finally breathe a sigh of relief. However, Liu is still worried that the assassin may have discovered that our hero is not in the safe zone. One group member tells him to stop worrying about Xu Luo because now they have a chance to kill the monsters. Otherwise, everyone will die here. Still thinking and worrying about our protagonist, Brother Yao isn't ready to leave him with the mercenaries if they're really targeting him. Hearing this, all his group members are in complete shock and disbelief. After thinking it over, Liu orders all the guild members to move toward the City of Death, even offering to double their salary if they join him. Now he is walking alone out of the safe zone to help our boy, while the others whisper about him, but, not wanting to lose the money, they start following him as well. The scene shifts back to the fight between the monster and the assassins. The leader and Naiba is running toward the monster, while the leader yells at Naiba that his only task is to weaken the monster, since he will be the one to kill it. Therefore, Naiba uses flowing light magic on the monster, but suddenly the boss monster attacks Naiba with its gigantic hand, knocking him to the ground with full force. Now all 3 parties are staring at each other. Looking at the situation, Chen Jun seems quite frightened, and on the other hand, the monster makes its first attack on them. Working together with Su Jinyan, Xu Luo is ready to kill the monster, but at this moment, the leader runs toward our hero from behind because he won't let our protagonist kill the boss monster this easily. The leader is about to attack our boy from behind when someone suddenly strikes him, causing him to miss his chance. It turns out to be the Supreme Guild members sent by Brother Yao, who have arrived to protect Xu Luo. Seeing them step in, the assassin leader immediately orders his own men to fight back. Now both parties are clashing with each other. Meanwhile, our protagonist remains focused on the boss monster. Observing Xu, the leader mercenary can hardly believe someone this young could be this strong. Since he cannot allow our hero to be the one who defeats the monster, he rushes at him again. But just as before, Su Jinyan uses her controlling powers on him. Even though he knows Chen Jun will never permit him to kill her, her relentless attacks make him even more desperate to end her. Using break-free magic, the leader overcomes her control and strikes Su Jinyan directly in the chest with his sword. Witnessing this, Xu is distracted by thoughts of the money he was supposed to earn by helping her complete the alternate world, while Jinyan, lying on the floor, wishes him good luck and then is summoned back to the real world due to the established rules. Determined to finish off the monster quickly, our hero unleashes 3 magics at once and continues to attack repeatedly to maximize his damage. After a tough struggle, Xu finally succeeds in killing the boss monster, prompting the system to congratulate him on completing the mission. Brother Yao and some of his members, still at a distance, see smoke rising from the area where our boy is, indicating he must have killed the monster. Meanwhile, our protagonist has acquired a defensive skill from the secret realm, which proved vital in overcoming the boss. For now, his priority should be increasing his level, but the system asks Xu if he wants to absorb the Golden Skeleton King as his pet. Hearing this, he grows quite excited and accepts. Meanwhile, Chen Jun is still blackmailing the assassin leader with threats against his daughter, demanding he bring any spoils left by the boss monster or else face dire consequences. The leader tries to capture our boy but fails. In response, Chen threatens him again, which finally agitates the leader to the point that, instead of focusing on Xu Luo, he rushes at Chen Jun and kicks him forcefully in the chest, knocking him to the ground. Sword pointed at Chen, he threatens to kill him if he dares touch his daughter. Attempting to calm him down, Chen tries to change the subject, warning that if she doesn't kill Xu Luo now, his level and strength will increase even further. Walking away from Chen Jun, the leader claims he is strong enough to kill our hero at any moment. As for Brother Yao and his guild members, they remain in the area, panicking over the current situation since Shu has left them behind. Spotting them, the assassin leader is about to order his members to kill them, but Chen Jun has other plans. He knows Shu will definitely come to save Brother Yao. Turning back to our protagonist, he has now reached level 25 and is also prepared to keep the boss monster as his pet. Suddenly, Shu receives a message from the general of the Misty Pavilion Guild, who tries to manipulate him by claiming that Jinyan died because of him, and that even the Supreme Guild members are stuck because they tried to save him. Yet he simply ran away without helping. Our boy also gets a text from Jinyan, who tells him to wait for her so they can face the assassins together. But Shu rejects this without hesitation, as he intends to take down the leader alone as revenge for killing her. Moving forward, Brother Yao is sitting on the ground with his hands covering his face, while some of the members stand beside him. His face is brutally swollen and marked with bruises, and he is quietly praying for Shu's arrival. At this exact moment, Shu Lo appears, walking toward them and entering the scene. Upon seeing him, Chen Jun lets out an evil laugh, convinced that our boy is a fool for showing up. The sight of our protagonist prompts Brother Yao to desperately beg him for help. Walking towards Chen Jun and the assassin leader, our hero boldly challenges them to kill him, since it seems they're so determined to do it. The leader suggests letting Shu come closer before attacking, but Chen Jun, in contrast, insists that they don't need to be so strategic to kill a low-level beast tamer. He then orders one of his men to take action. This is actually about Liu Yao, who, after being kicked by the man, is brought over to stand before our hero. Seeing Brother Yao, Shu suggests he should leave, insisting he can handle the situation alone. But Yao, his face battered and swollen, urges him to retreat because these mercenaries are truly strong. Still, our protagonist refuses to leave, so Brother Yao promises that if he goes back, he will definitely send help. Standing in front of the assassin leader and the other mercenaries, Shu Luo grins and challenges them to a fight. They immediately rush toward our boy, intent on killing him. But at this point, he summons his Dark Skeleton King, the pet he acquired earlier. The sight of it leaves both Chen Jun and the leader visibly frightened. Our protagonist knew he couldn't take on the mercenaries with just his pet scorpion, but when he accepted the Golden Skeleton King as his pet, it devoured the scorpion and transformed into the rare Dark Skeleton King, gaining many new skills during the upgrade. Shu even acquired the Necromancer suit. After refining it, he obtained several Demon Slayer items. Additionally, he used defensive boots to boost his defense, and with the warrior attributes, his offense improved as well. After all this preparation, our hero finally felt ready for the challenge. In the present, the dark monster launches an attack on the mercenaries, killing many of them in a single blow, which seems unreal to everyone witnessing it. Assessing the situation, Chen Jun yells at the leader to take matters into his own hands if he wants to ensure his daughter's survival. Preparing to face our protagonist, the leader is already considering killing Chen Jun too, after saving his daughter, and to avenge his fallen brothers. With impressive speed, he attacks our boy from above, but Shu stops the assault using his staff. At the same moment, our hero's other pet, acquired during the upgrade, attacks the leader from behind, since he now has two pets at his command. The Lord Pet attacks the leader from behind, while Shu Luo also uses his magic against him, sending him flying far across the ground. The mercenary is in disbelief at what just happened. Other mercenaries are also trying to fight the Lord Monster. At this point, the assassin leader orders them to focus on killing Shu first, since he is the one controlling the Lord Monster. He further explains that two mercenaries with high agility should confront the Lord Skeleton, while the others deal with Shu Luo. Proceeding with this plan, they rush toward our protagonist, and one of them attacks him. At this moment, the Supreme Guild members sent by Brother Yao arrive. Their leader introduces himself as Li Xiaoyao, the vice president of the Supreme Guild. While thanking him, our boy also suggests that they can retreat at any time if they feel in danger. Upon hearing this, Xiaoyao orders his men to advance, and without hesitation, they begin killing the mercenaries one by one. The assassin leader watches in utter disbelief, but our hero is visibly enthusiastic watching their arrival. However, the leader refuses to back down, and just as he is about to attack, he receives a message from one of his members that Su Jinyan has successfully rescued his daughter, Qiki, who is now safely returned to him. Upon reading this, the leader sheds a tear of happiness and commands all his men to stop fighting, leaving everyone stunned. Chen Jun continues yelling at him, still threatening him about his daughter, unaware that she has already been saved. Unfazed, the assassin leader grabs Chen Jun and starts choking him brutally, announcing that he already has his daughter back and now Chen must face death. Chen Jun, now desperate, begs for his life, but without hesitation, the leader plunges his sword right into Chen's chest. Our hero has concerns about Chen Jun, knowing that he is capable of killing anyone, but the mercenary declares that his family comes first. After this, he falls to his knees, apologizes to our boy, and asks him to thank Su Jinyan on his behalf. He even promises to try to repay the lives he has taken so far. Moving on, Zhao Yao states that 235 of their guild members were killed by the mercenaries, and now they intend to kill the mercenaries in return. Although all the assassins are now terrified, their leader orders them not to move an inch. Meanwhile, Shu Luo is ready to finish the leader, feeling a strong urge to avenge 400k, referring to Su Jinyan. As our hero kills the leader, it becomes clear to everyone that he is no ordinary player. Seeing their leader killed by Shu, the other mercenaries become extremely furious, and as they prepare to fight our hero on their boss's behalf, all of them suddenly receive a message from the leader. The text announces that he has gotten Qiki back thanks to Shu Luo and his friend, and from now on, if anyone dares to harm them, they'll be kicked out of the guild. While reading the message, every mercenary looks visibly shocked. Meanwhile, our protagonist is trying to gauge the situation by observing their expressions. As the mercenaries approach, the vice president of the Supreme Guild, Li Xiaoyao, begins to panic, but our boy suggests he should stay calm. In that instant, all the mercenaries drop to their knees before them, declaring their intent to repay the lives of all the Supreme Guild members they've killed so far. They explain they don't want their boss to bear the blame alone. To help them understand what it truly means to be citizens of the Dragon Nation, Shulo states that everyone should unite against mutual enemies rather than fighting each other, because protecting family and defending the Dragon Nation is the mark of a true player. Turning away and walking in the opposite direction, our protagonist announces he wants them to repay the loss in another way, by paying double the amount of the economic loss suffered by the Supreme Guild, and by helping the guild clear the Third World. After hearing all the conditions, the mercenaries agree without hesitation. Soon, Shulo walks out of the portal, and Xiao Yao, watching his back, finally understands the reason for Brother Yao's admiration. Entering the safe zone, other players also admire his Lord Skeleton pet, unable to believe someone could actually possess such a creature. As for our hero, he is checking the stats of his new pet, which are very high overall except for the skills. However, he remembers the 2 skill books he received as a reward and considers using them now. While he is still working on his pet, Su Jinyan comes running toward him, calling out his name. Upon reaching him, her first question is whether he killed Chen Jun, so our protagonist explains that, although he tried, it was actually Peiki, the leader of the assassins, who killed him. Hearing this, she breathes a sigh of relief, prompting Shu to ask her why. She explains that Chen Jun is the only son of Chen Tianqi, who loves him dearly and will definitely seek revenge on anyone who kills his son. Our hero reflects that Su Jinyan is truly a loyal partner, first sacrificing herself and now coming here to warn him. At first, Su Jinyan feels a thrill, thinking he might have realized her feelings for him, but when he refers to her as a loyal partner, she seems disappointed. She asks him how he plans to make it up to her, since she lost a resurrection and suffered a level drop only because of him. Hearing this, Shulo promises to help her clear the alternate world, but says they'll do it tomorrow and today they should return to the real world for some rest. Jinyan seems very excited about the plan. After a while, our protagonist enters his apartment with a sense of relief, but just then, he receives a call from an unknown number. When he answers, the voice on the other end thanks him. It's Peiki. He explains that he got Shu's number from Su Jinyan because he wanted to officially thank him for his help. Looking at his daughter, Peiki says he could do anything for her, and that's why he did everything he did. He also promises to stop all the dirty tricks and move forward to clean the alternate worlds. On the other end, Shu praises him for this decision. The next day, our hero wakes up to a knock at his door. When he opens it, a delivery man stands before him with a parcel and asks him to sign for it. Since Shu didn't order anything, he feels a bit reluctant, but when he opens the envelope, he finds an invitation to the professional tournament, which leaves him in complete disbelief. Holding the letter in his hand, Shulo wonders if someone has recognized him, or if perhaps the sender is also a reincarnator. At that moment, a notification appears on our boy's phone. It is a message from the person on the other side asking him to check the news. Apparently someone has wiped out the professional guild's headquarters and killed a total of 45 professionals, including Peiki and his 9-year-old daughter. Our protagonist calls the culprits animals, disgusted that they didn't even spare a child. Picking up his jacket, he contemplates whether these murders and the letter arriving immediately afterward could really be a coincidence. Walking out of his apartment, Xu Luo is determined to find a new place as soon as possible. However, our hero remains suspicious that someone is following him, so he changes taxis multiple times and walks around the city repeatedly, trying to confuse any potential stalkers and lose his trail. Now, he is standing in front of a real estate agency. When a girl answers the door and asks if he is looking for an apartment, our boy confirms it, prompting her to describe a house she believes is suitable for him. She then asks if he is ready to go check it out, and Shulo agrees. After a while, the agent is showing our protagonist a house in the Shio yachting community, explaining the advantages of the property. Once he has looked around for a bit, our hero agrees to buy the apartment. Hearing this, the agent becomes excited and starts talking about the contract. At that moment, he receives a call from Su Jinyan, who asks whether they are still going to clear the Third World together. She also mentions that she has rented a house and will transfer him the money as well.